Hello everyone. Such a historic day for the Black Caps. They have first time won a ODI series after 25 years against India in India. It's a really a rare achievement. We all witnessed what happened last year 2024, that test series 3-0 they had won against all odds, and this time in all the three matches they are very competitive. It can be said Dahil Mitchell versus India, but a lot also happened throughout the series. We will discuss the third ODI match. India lost it by 40 odd runs, but again it was Virat Kohli. We'll talk about it, Virat as well. So first in the panel we have got an extra member today, Abhijeet Kalia. He's also a regular member, but he doesn't come often. And then we have got Ayan, and in the below there is AyushShekhar. And look at our head coach. We often say AnupKonnur sir. He's already at indoor venue, and this Harsha as well. So first of all, we will talk with. Ayan, so Ayan, the batting didn't click like 338. It was chaseable. Like you could have made it better, but again, it says what and if ifs and buts don't make it work in sports.
Yes, absolutely. I'll say the batting didn't click. I mean, it didn't click as a unit. Few individuals stood up, but it didn't click as a unit. You look at the openers, Rohit Sharma and Shubman Gill, both getting, I mean, Shubman Gill got a start for the third game in a row, getting 56 and 56 in the first two ODIs. And today he got a 23 of 18 balls or 20 of 19 balls. I know he got a good delivery from the bowler, but I mean, there was a technical deficiency and he got bowled. Absolutely bowled, had no clue what happened. Rohit Sharma once again got out for 11, gave his wicket away. So three low scores for Rohit. He scored 24, 24 like that in the first two matches and then 11 today. Then you look at Shreyas Iyer, another disappointing shot, another disappointing game. When are these players going to take up responsibility? That's my only problem. Shreyas Iyer missed out. KL Rahul today batting in the right number 5. But today he missed out. I'll give a slack to KL Rahul. I'll cut him some slack because at least he was performing in the first two ODIs. So I'll cut him some slack and say, if law of averages may have got up to him, and so he failed. Fine, KL Rahul, I give him the pass mark from my end. Forget Ravindra Jadeja, he's a total flop for me. Whether with the bat or with the ball. With the ball, he hasn't picked up a single wicket, I don't think, in this season. Maybe one wicket out 3 games. Economy was also very on the higher side. And with the bat, he has looked absolutely clueless. Ravindra Jadeja. Nitish Kumar Reddy, he played well. Credit to him for the fight he showed, 53 for what he made. And then Harshit Rana, another very gutsy half century down the order. That was also a very good innings from him. Of course, I did not speak about one man, and that's the player who bats at number 3, and that's Virat Kohli. He scored his 54th ODI ton, his 85th international ton, his 10th international ton against New Zealand, and his first 100 at indoor. These were the records that Virat Kohli created, but this time it went in vain. But New Zealand knew till Virat was there was hope. Little hope, but there was hope there for India. And he was the one who carried. And this is the concern for India, that even after serving India for 10 or 15 years, or how many years Virat Kohli has served Indian cricket in ODIs, India is still depending on Kohli to rescue them. There's nobody else who wants to take the responsibility apart from Kohli even today. And that is the worry for me going into the 2027 World Cup. You asked me about the batting, but I'll also say where we also lost the game is also bowling and fielding. Fielding has been horrible for us. We drop catches every match, India. And if you look at bowling, how many wickets did India pick in the middle overs? Practically zero. They picked, I think, Will Young in the 12th or 13th over. That is considered in the middle over phase. But if you look at the core middle over phase, no wickets. What were the spinners doing? And look at the irony. Jaden Lennox, the young spinner, he has outbowled the two Indian spinners, Ravindra Jadeja and Kuldeep Yadav in this series. The two matches that he played, he's absolutely outbowled. So these are the areas where India lost the match and the series. Middle overs bowling. For 2 consecutive matches, we did not pick enough wickets in the middle overs. And also, because remember, today, early on, the 2 openers went very early for New Zealand, Devon Conway and Henry Nicholls. But still, we couldn't take wickets in the middle overs. And then fielding, to let's not talk about it.
I understand your emotions.
Yeah. So all in all, good day for New Zealand. And I'm very happy for New Zealand because New Zealand are the ones who play hard, play fair. They don't go into any kind of mischief and they deserve the win in the end.
Just off topic, like Australian sledge, but New Zealand's cricket is like they do sledging of their game. Like they know how to win key moments. Like I will just give you an example. Like Harshit Rana smashed 2 back-to-back sixes, but that Christian Clark, he was like, okay, I will bowl a full toss, try to hit it, and he took a easy catch there. at long, or not a easy catch, at long on Henry Nichols, diving catch straight on the ground. But it's often said like New Zealand, they were without Mitchell Santner, Rachin Ravindra, Tom Latham. Don't know why he wasn't there. He's still in the scheme of ODI things. And also Matt Henry wasn't there. Lockie Ferguson is injured. They're still uncertain, but still they won. I mean, seriously, what are Kiwis made of? Like New Zealand, like it's such a what you can. We can do some research, some thesis as well, like how they have been such a not a superpower, but a dark horse, a silent assassins. So now we will talk with Abhijeet Kalia. Abhijeet, I understand you're not happy, but we have to face it together. This ODI series defeat. But like, look, New Zealand were without Ken Williamson as well. Ken Williamson has that elbow injury, but he was playing in SA20 League. That's really casual contracts New Zealand cricket has announced. But this is something really special. It's not precautious. It is mean exceptional maturity comes to the players. Lennox, he took 2 wickets. Like India's batters took it very casually. Okay, 338 is like we can chase it. Virat is there as always, but where is Hardik Pandya? I will again ask, where is Shardul Thakur? Why you're not playing them? It doesn't make any that much sense because see, Hardik didn't play in Australia. Hardik didn't play against South Africa. Hardik didn't play in New Zealand. I would say play 1 or 2 ODIs, not the entire series. But this selection process is quite is mystery. What is it?
So actually, during the first time in my as an year of watching following Indian cricket, I don't have anything to say on this topic because when we saw the squad before the ODI matches, we all thought the batting team is the batting squad is all set. We have Gail Rahul, Shreyas Iyer making a comeback, and we have decent bowling attack also. Kuldeep Yadav, Rajvindra Jadeja, and Akshadeep and Harshit Rana. And as I personally thought that this will be I think a dominating series from Indian side. But like I answered, it's a disappointing series has been for Indian team because I think the main weak point is actually in fielding. As I answered, they are actually dropping catch in every matches. They have been showcasing a poor fielding. I think only a Rajvinder Jadeja or 2 or 3 players actually showed some decent effort in the field. Other than that, no player was actually showing much interest in it. So I would not have much criticism for the batting team because, as you can see, Rohit Sharma or Shubman Gill, they got started. They got good start in the first two innings, and they didn't capitalize on it, but they did their part in it. And Virat Kohli, we all know, he's been exceptional throughout the series, and it's a bit positive for Indian team throughout the series. And Shreyas Iyer is making comeback, is making a comeback to the Indian team, and I don't think, but I just don't understand why he's not scoring runs, why he's not finding his rhythm, because he was not selected for the recent tournaments. And for him, this match, for this series, was really important. He really needed to get some 50s or 100 to his profile, but he didn't manage to get that. Or when we move to KL Rahul, actually, like I answered, we have to cut him some slacks. He has been taking charge for Indian team. When Indian team collapses, when their batting collapses, he always makes runs, and he always stabilizes India from every critical position. So the main the weak area or the more concentrated area for Indian team to be working on for the next series is batting and bowling team. They really need to set out their teams, set out these bowlers and fielding. They really need to work out their plans for the next matches because next for the next matches we are going to face some tough matches from the teams, and I think they really
Yeah.
need to prepare something about it because we are about to enter into T20 World Cup, and we are going to defend our we are the defending champions for it. So I think they really need to get sorted with the fielding and bowling because you can clearly see the difference between the both the teams. And the interesting fact is that in the playing squad of New Zealand team, 8 players were never ever visited India and never played in Indian conditions. Still, they manages to outperform Indian bowlers and Indian players in their own turf. So
Yes,
that's
yes.
a really disappointing uh, remark for Indian team. So I think they really need to set it out and they need to work on their basics. That's from myself.
Yeah, India's next ODI series against England in July. Like we have got a 6 months break now for Virat and Rohit, and they will play the 2.5 months IPL as well. So it will be interesting to see how they will switch the format from IPL to ODIs. A lot of time will be there. You never know. I will not talk about it now. I will talk about it later. I won't talk it. You know what I'm going to talk. So Harsha, we will get back to you now. So what do you make out of this performance? Like literally not a lapse of concentration, but it was like Virat is there. No, we can play any type of not rash shots, a bit of casual shots. Because see, Shreyas is dismissal playing a pull shot, and when there is a mid-wicket fielder, that too very straight one, a little bit straight one it was. You give catching practice to that fielder. Even KL Rahul just did a checked his shot little bit. I mean, like many people will hate what I'm about to say. Like people, like cricketers, middle order is like we are relaxed. Virat is there, no, or Rohit is there, no. Even if he fail, he will take responsibility. No, he loves chasing. He's a chase master. We often say, but this type of performance will hurt. I'm telling you. See, South Africa also won one ODI, but they couldn't win the series. But it was a very good series for South Africa. But this New Zealand side, they got a bit step ahead. They excelled in all the three departments. And Glenn Phillips scoring a century, I mean, wow. Glenn Phillips will be saying, like, I can also bat because he's a designated finisher, not a middle order batter, not at all. So, but Glenn Phillips also shine like anything. What do you say?
So basically, I will start like this match was very disappointed. Like we can see that from past 10 to 11 years, mostly Indian middle order is depending on Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli. So that's why they called them where we call them as a OG players. And mostly they have been dependent on number one batsman and number two batsman. Like they're playing consistently very well, and they are scoring centuries and off centuries in every matches and every abroad, like in China countries also. So we can say that in the 2023 World Cup final, we can say that depending on Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma, that caused us losing a World Cup because Virat Kohli has scored 50 runs and I has out there. And next, Rohit Sharma also scored 42 or 43 something, and I got out. Mostly Team India depends on Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli. That causes a lose to an Indian in crucial matches like today match and 2023 World Cup final. But we can see that in Champions Trophy, KL Rahul has played, Rohit Sharma has played, Virat Kohli has played. So if team totally plays, team manages to play and win the matches according to the plan and the statistics and all the things. But if only team depends on Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma, that makes teams to lose in every match, and that causes a team loses. And we can see that there are opening wickets by the bowlers, but in the middle order there are no bowlers that are taking crucial wicket like Darren Mitchell and Glenn Phillips. We can see that in second match also because that caused us to lose the match, and third match also caused us to lose. Last 30-40 runs made us caused us to lose today's match because that was the crucial moment. If he could have taken that middle overs wicket, now 30-40 runs would have been short for them, and Kohli has made a victory by chasing the century runs. And so crucially, we want one middle over bowler, and uh, there should not be dependence on the Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma. So this should be changes. These are the changes that India should bring for next ODI series in England. That are going to happen in June. That's my call.
Yeah, like Ayan was absolutely right. Jadeja didn't pick a single wicket in 30 overs, like close to 30 overs, we can say. Yeah, in one match, he didn't bowl 10 full quota. But it's really alarming, like the selection process. Because today I saw our BCCI president Mithun Manas was there. There are other BCCI members as well. They're coming to watch the games. It's not a new thing, but there's a focus there because See, we are not playing that many ODIs, but India played six ODIs. South Africa, New Zealand, three against Australia. India lost three out of three ODIs. Two India lost, so it's a really concern. Like Ruturaj Gaikwad wasn't there, Akshar Patel wasn't there. The selection process is like they're rotating the players, but they will play Vijay Hazare Trophy as well. Even Hardik Pandya played Vijay Hazare Trophy. Bumrah was what preserved for the T20 internationals because we are going to play five T20 international matches in the next 10 days till 31st of January. So back to back, a lot of matches are there. So आयुष अब आपकी तरफ आते हैं हम जिस तरीके का प्रदर्शन किया है पूरे तीनों ओडीआईस में न्यूजीलैंड ने ही अच्छा प्रदर्शन किया मतलब ऐसा दिख रहा था कि न्यूजीलैंड का होम ग्राउंड है मतलब उनके चार से पांच प्लेयर्स इनएक्सपीरियंस थे लेनॉक्स आदित्य अशोक क्रिश्चियन क्लार्क को अलग अलग प्लेयर्स को बट स्टिल दे मैनेज समहाउ टू ब्रिंग पिक आउट द ब्रेन्स देखो बॉलिंग डिपार्टमेंट जेकब ओराम था बैटिंग कोच में ल्यूक रॉन्की और हेड कोच रॉब वोल्टर जो साउथ अफ्रीका हेड कोच रह चुका है पहले सो एक्सपीरियंस तो था वहां पर लेकिन ये प्रदर्शन मतलब न्यूजीलैंड वो कहते हैं ना उनके पास एक खासियत है उनके खुद स्काउट ने कहा है कि हमारे पास बहुत लिमिटेड टैलेंट है इनफैक्ट दे हैव वेरी लेस देन 100 क्वालिटी प्लेयर्स क्वालिटी आई एम सेइंग अबाउट Still, you can see Daryl Mitchell playing T20s, ODIs, Test, even Glenn Phillips plays Test or Test cricket. They have the same squad for every format. Still, they win. This is called making the most out of a small resources. Their population is so much less. Like we can, for example, like Mumbai's Andheri or any other, even that also small. But still, they have so much incredible talent. What do you say?
फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशन टू न्यूजीलैंड क्रिकेट टीम जो कि हिस्ट्री क्रिएट किया इंडिया में आके पहली बार ओडीआई सीरीज जीता कमिंग टू द मैच कब तक रोको इंडियन ओडीआई सेटअप को बचाते रहेंगे कब हमारे नए नए प्लेयर्स लाइक शुभमन गिल जिन पर दारोमदार है इस टीम को की कप्तानी का कब वो अपनी जिम्मेदारी समझेगा 2 मैच में 50 अब कहेंगे कुछ लोग कि 2 मैच में 50 किया तो क्या करे उस 50 का जब टीम के उस जीत में काम नहीं आ रहा है और कब तक विराट कोहली खड़ा रहेगा चट्टान बन के क्यों उसका आज के मैच में यही चाहिए था कि कम से कम एटलीस्ट कोई साथ देने वाला तो होता है इतना ही टोटल था 2025 आईसीसी विमेंस ओडीआई वर्ल्ड कप जो हुआ था उसके सेमीफाइनल में इतना ही टोटल था फर्क बस इतना था कि वहां जेमिमा को कम से कम हरमनप्रीत का साथ मिला ऋचा घोष का साथ मिला दीप्ति का साथ मिला यहाँ भी सेम स्कोर टोटल था यहाँ पे किसका साथ मिला जडेजा आ रहा लप्पा घुमा के आउट रोहित शर्मा आउट ऑफ फॉर्म शुभमन गिल जहां उसको बड़ा स्कोर दिखेगा जहां उसको ऐसा लगेगा कि अब मैच जिताने की बारी है पहले निकल जाता है श्रेयस अय्यर सरपंच साहब बड़ी लड़ाई लड़ी जाती है इनके लिए सोशल मीडिया पे इनको मौका मिलना चाहिए लेकिन हाँ इंजरी के बाद आया मानता हूँ लेकिन ये सरपंच साहब की तो फेवरेट टीम है सबसे ज्यादा रन इसी टीम के खिलाफ मारे हैं उसने वो भी 3 मैच में फ्लॉप हो गए केएल राहुल पिछले मैच का सेंचुरियन आज फिर फ्लॉप हो गया आज फिर उसको गाली मिलेगी फ्लॉप होता है तो गाली पड़ती है सेंचुरी मारता है तो गाली पड़ती है क्या है बॉलिंग वैसे ही थर्ड क्लास हो रही है फील्डिंग ये तैयारी है हमारी अगले साल वर्ल्ड कप की कहीं से दिख ही नहीं रही है अब ये वेस्ट इंडीज आ जाए
आने वाले
सारे चर बैठे इसी साल आएगी वो उसे
हाँ।
इसी साल अफगानिस्तान के साथ ओडीआई भी है इंग्लैंड के साथ भी है इंग्लैंड को तो हम लोग फिर भी कुछ हद तक पकड़ लेंगे क्योंकि उनकी टीम तो वही जो रूट के सहारे उतरते हैं सब चाहे टेस्ट हो वनडे हो जो रूट के भरोसे उतरते हैं जो रूट निकाल दो कहीं नहीं है वो टीम तो एक चीज अब कहनी पड़ेगी कि कब तक रिंकू सिंह और ऋतुराज गायकवाड़ जैसे लोगों की बलि चढ़ती रहेगी क्योंकि अगर इन जैसे प्लेयर अगर ओडीआई में नहीं है ना तो फिर माफ करना ये सिलेक्शन जो ओडीआई की हुई थी ये फेयर नहीं थी एटलीस्ट आपको एक ऐसा प्लेयर खिलाना चाहिए था जो एटलीस्ट ऐसी सिचुएशन में आके आपको मैच जिता जाए। मुझे आज भी याद है वो इंडिया वर्सेस अफगानिस्तान वाला मैच जो बेंगलुरु में खेला गया था, जिसमें दो बार सुपर ओवर हुआ था। इंडिया ऐसे ही 4 विकेट फंस गया था। वो तो थैंक्स टू रोहित एंड रिंकू जिसने वहां से मैच को निकाला। आज भी यही होता, अगर ऊपर से 3 विकेट गिर गए थे तो एटलीस्ट एक प्लेयर ऐसा होता जो विराट के साथ रह जाता, विराट को अकेला महसूस नहीं होता।
यस वो तो है अभी।
अब
लाइक
ये तो गौतम गंभीर जाने और ये तारा और सितारा ही जाने कब तक इस तरह की टीम इस तरह की खिलवाड़ करनी है। मतलब आपने जब से आपने कमान संभाली है तब से आप वो रिकॉर्ड बना रहे हो जो इंडिया या इंडियन फैंस कभी सपने में भी नहीं सोचे होंगे। श्रीलंका से हार गए, अपने घर पे 2 बार व्हाइट वॉश हो गए, बीजीटी हार गए। हाँ,
टीम
न्यूजीलैंड के कोच
इंडिया
ने बोला नहीं, लेकिन न्यूजीलैंड की क्रिकेट टीम ने आज सच में ग्रवल ही करवाया है हमें।
नहीं वो दे आर वेरी नाइस पीपल, वैसे बोलते नहीं जैसे हमारे ऑस्ट्रेलियंस बोलते हैं, वैसे बोलना नहीं
लेकिन
चाहिए।
उन्होंने अपने परफॉर्मेंस से ग्रवल करवाया है हमें।
सी दे केम विद द प्लान। जब विराट और हर्षित मार रहे थे चौके छक्के तब भी वो हार्ड लेंथ हिट करते जा रहे थे। लुक द वे ही गॉट आउट हर्षित राणा, वो एक लो फुल टॉस नहीं था, जानबूझ के डाला गया था, मार भूल के मार रहे ना तू चौके छक्के और मार, और थोड़ा सा मिस जज हो गया, लॉन्ग ऑन टू के रनिंग कैच हेनरी निकोल्स। लुक एट द कैचिंग आल्सो, ही केप्ट द बॉल अप। तो जब आप बॉल ऊपर रखते हो तो बॉल अगर फिसल भी गए हाथ से तो आप कैच कर पाओगे, उसमें नीचे गिरेगा नहीं। प्रेजेंस ऑफ माइंड कितना अच्छा है। हेनरी निकोल्स wasn't an opener. हेनरी निकोल्स मिडिल ऑर्डर में खेलता था लेकिन इसे ओपनर बना दिया, विलियम ओपनिंग करता था। सी दे चेंज्ड, लेफ्टी लेफ्टी कॉम्बिनेशन कभी नहीं था इतना न्यूजीलैंड में, कभी भी नहीं। आप देखो मैकल ओपन करता था, स्टीवन फ्लेमिंग था, देयर यूज्ड टू बी अदर गाइज एज वेल, but this New Zealand side is something like Rob Walter, he's also Kiwi. बराबर घुल मिल गए सारे players साथ में, without Kane Williamson they won, without Tom Latham, so there is very dangerous signs for the world cricket. So now we will talk with Anup sir. So a very, I won't say dark day, I will say a very brightful day for the world cricket. Like really they really played well, we should give credit to New Zealand. They came up with the plans every time throughout the ODI series. Even see, India could have won the first ODI by 5 to 6 wickets easily, but there was a mini collapse. Here also there was a mini collapse. Like they say ना, शांतिपूर्वक तरीके से सब कुछ होगा, साइलेंटली हम काम करेंगे। they haven't won a ODI World Cup till now, they just won a Champions Trophy and our WTC, not a T20 World Cup as well. But process is important, not result. Like that's the beauty of New Zealand. And we will talk about Rocco as well, Virat and Rohit at the back end in the next part. So Anup sir, what do you make out of this New Zealand's not a hammering but a,
Yeah.
yeah.
Am I audible?
Yeah, you can go ahead. Yeah.
Yes, thank you all. Yeah, New Zealand, and they have always been the nemesis, arch nemesis of India, you can say, whether it is the 2019 ODI World Cup final, sorry, semi-final, or what you say in few of the Champions Trophy, also 2000 ICC Champions Trophy, which they won in the final. India was the team which lost to New Zealand. So at crunch moment, New Zealand knows the math of up leveling their game against India. Saying so, starting from today's match, New Zealand's start was poor. Henry Nichols got out on death, 5 runs by Devon Conway, the most designated batter, decorated batter. But now this series is equivalent to, in one word, if we define this series in terms of batting sense for New Zealand, it's Daryl Mitchell versus India. Because come on, 352 runs in 3 matches, 4 centuries he had hit in past 5 matches versus India, 6 matches. Two centuries in the 2023 World Cup, 2 centuries back to back in this series. And in the first match also he had around 84 runs. So Daryl Mitchell has been the nemesis. मतलब आप उनको 58 for 3 कर दो. But you made them 58 for 3, but still you don't find answer uh, uh, to the Daryl Mitchell. He was your team nemesis today, and today he got an apt partner, I would say, in Glenn Phillips, a capable all-rounder. He has 16 half centuries. He has six half centuries and two centuries to his name. So the second one came today of his career versus India. And yes, India still, I would say, they had a huge partnership, about 200 and 219 to be precise. But after that, India had a chance to restrict New Zealand below 325. But leakage of runs at the back end, especially from Harshit Rana, yes, though he took three wickets, I won't justify his bowling because he gave away 84 runs. Means for me, the irony was like Mohammad Siraj, even he took one wicket. He was the most economical bowler for India, giving around 39 to 40 runs in his 10 overs. Even Arshdeep Singh, who rarely gets a chance, he got chance today. Prasidh Krishna in place of Prasidh Krishna, and he took three wickets today again. But it's like and this brings me to back to your question which you asked Abhijeet sir. Hardik Pandya, Jasprit Bumrah, these are other regulars in the Indian cricket team, and right now they have been rested rightfully because we have five T20s coming up against New Zealand, followed by for the whole World Cup where India has to play. Definitely, India will be going into Super 8, so India has to play a lot of matches. So, in order to keep them fit and fine, because in recent time we have seen injuries and Indian players are going badly side by side because we recently saw Washington Sundar getting injured, Shreyash Iyer coming back from injury. But so injury and Indian players are going side by side. You don't want anyone, the key component of Indian World Cup squad, to get injured at this juncture of time. And that's the reason because Tilak Verma also unfortunately got a surgery. He though is redeemed to be fine during the World Cup, but still Ishan Kishan as his backup. He is there in the team, but still India is in concerns of spots for the World Cup as well. And in considering that fact, not playing Hardik Pandya and Jasprit Bumrah and Akshar Patel in something what less relevant series, but at the moment ODIs is not the priority for Team India. At the moment, T20s are the priority just before the World Cup, and day after tomorrow, when the five-match ODI series will start, sorry, T20 series will start, India will be playing the full-fledged T20 side versus New Zealand, same as New Zealand, because if ODIs were important for New Zealand too, they would have played their Mitchell Santner the way you saw Rachin Ravindra, but they are not playing that guys in ODI series. They are playing the likes of Rachin Ravindra, Mitchell Santner in T20. So it is evident that this series was neither important for New Zealand nor important for India. That's one thing. Second thing, and that's the only reason why the likes of Akshar Patel, Hardik Pandya, and Jasprit Bumrah were rested in this series. Otherwise, Akshar Patel would have he easily would have come in place of either Washington Sundar or you might say Ravindra Jadeja. Or even Hardik Pandya would have come in place of Ravindra Jadeja. Jasprit Bumrah would have come in place of Mohammad Siraj or, oh no, not Siraj, Prasidh Krishna. But India choose to keep them wisely. They took a wise decision, keep them out of this series. Considering the whole World Cup schedule ahead, which is going to start in around 20 days or 18, 19 days from today. So that's my one point. Secondly, New Zealand batted beautifully, especially Daryl Mitchell. India had no answer to Daryl Mitchell at all. And still, India is fond, means he has now the most number of centuries versus India. The only AB de Villiers was able to score five centuries in India. Daryl Mitchell and AB de Villiers had it in around around 18 innings or something. Daryl Mitchell has it in 11 innings, four centuries. So Daryl Mitchell is so fast. Fast scoring. He loves playing against India, you can say. And secondly, in bowling department, as Ayan mentioned, or all of us, they matter, our middle overs bowling was a mess. Neither Kuldeep Yadav, which we thought like he would be a bigger threat to the New Zealand, but New Zealanders handled Kuldeep Yadav very well. In fact, smashed him for runs. And Ravindra Jadeja as a total flop because right from South Africa series, his bowling strike rate is 239. Just imagine, for one wicket, he is given 239 runs in the whole series. That's far from worse. So Jadeja, I think, in my personal opinion, at the moment should retire from ODI cricket. Test he has already, T20 he has already retired, and he should only concentrate on red ball format where he is performing एज अ परफेक्ट ऑलराउंडर बिकॉज जो वो टेस्ट में परफॉर्म करता है वही परफॉर्मेंस आज ओडीआईज में उससे चाहिए थी मीन्स फॉर मी 99 रन पार्टनरशिप ऑफ is between Harshit Rana and Virat Kohli is a laughing stock for players like KL Rahul. KL Rahul we can say हम उसको माफ कर सकते लास्ट मैच में
Yes, I
सेंचुरी मारी
understand your emotions.
but no but when it mattered the most today he didn't perform. Same with Shreyas Iyer. First match he got out on 49. At that moment, जब आप set होते हो, why Virat Kohli is greater than all. Now, sir, to answer your question, because you always come on Roto, why Roto in team, why Roto करते हो, उनको हतलो, उनको नितलो. When Virat Kohli is in the team, he makes sure that he takes the chase to the end because today is only the ninth time when Virat Kohli scored a century and the team lost. But let's just imagine out of 54 centuries, only 9 times it has happened that Virat Kohli scored a century and a team lost. But Virat Kohli made sure that whenever he is in the chase, he takes team to the end. Shreyas Iyer first match 49 bowled over there. Left runs behind the baggage. It required 29 extraordinary runs from Harshit Rana and 29 from KL Rahul to complete the chase. Today, Shreyas Iyer gets a silly shot, as you said. He goes on 3, and then those Harshit Rana, and then KL Rahul goes on 1, and responsibility falls on the shoulders of Virat Kohli. Nitish Kumar Reddy, yes, we still are confused about his position, whether he is a batting all-rounder or a bowling all-rounder. But still, Nitish Rana, he slams a 53 run shot at that moment of time because 88 runs the partnership बन चुकी थी. They would have extended little more further so that pressure नीचे से हट जाता. But still, good 53 runs, maiden half century, he will learn from it. Secondly, and far really kudos to Harshit Rana, he gets trolled for all the wrong reasons in the world. But today, with his bat, he proved that he's actually one who is in progress. मतलब कल अगर उसको अच्छे से डेवलप करे, इनफैक्ट ही वुड कम as a good all-rounder, utility all-rounder because Gautam Gambhir are so he requires a batsman at number 8. And Harshit Rana would be more than capable batter at number 8. That he proved with it is, I know it's a one-off innings, but at least he proved his mettle and grit standard alongside Virat Kohli and providing him the support. So overall, all the other batters apart from them needs to realize their importance with at least when Kohli is there, they need to understand their role as the non-end partner or the other end partner to stand there and build a partnership. That's where India faltered today. New Zealand bowled very well, bowled according to the plan because they were short of one bowler. Michael Bracewell didn't bowl today due to calf strain. But still, 7 overs of Glenn Phillips and Daryl Mitchell didn't make so much damage to the New Zealander team. So that's my take, sir. New Zealand bowled very well today, and that's it.
Yes, Virat Kohli might be the superstar. No doubt, he is a superstar of ODI cricket. We will talk. We don't have that much time remaining now. But my only point is still there. World Cup is after 2 months, like 16 to 18 months. He's 37. Virat Rohit is 39. I mean, how they will play at post 40 years? It's quite tough. Like MS Dhoni also didn't play 2023 ODI World Cup, right?
But the World Cup is not in 2028 where Virat is there in 40. He is right now 37. Next year
close to
maximum
40,
he will
close
take
to 40.
38. And
Look,
the
let me
way he is
complete.
having his batting form, sir, he can easily continue till the next 1 year. And without any fun, because in the recent matches,
Yes,
after
I
2-0
understand.
versus Australia, he is the constant one who is scoring continuously runs for India. He is churning out runs. So, questioning
Yeah,
Virat Kohli's
yes,
appetite or Virat Kohli's relevance in the team is like a
yes,
foolish
I
thing to
understand.
do at the moment.
I understand, but look what has happened with KL Rahul, Shreyas Iyer, like Rutura, whoever. It's like relaxed. Virat is there, no, we might be very happy. And what has happened to Rohit? Like even Rant and Duskate in the press conference says that Rohit is coming after a long break. That might have affected him. Like Manoj Tiwari said, like he hasn't achieved even 5%, like Rant and Duskate of Rohit Sharma. I mean, how Associate Nations cricketer is your assistant coach? I mean, it literally somewhat states that still there is differences in the team. But now, what is going to happen? I'm going to tell you very briefly shortly. After 6 to 7 months, we are going to play England in England. Then the World Cup will be very close. Then we have got also Asia Cup in 2027. These two are going to play. But the problem will be like when Virat gets out, when Rohit gets out, no one will take responsibility. That's bound to happen. We will again wait for the ODI World Cup glory.
But
Sorry.
sir, after my last counter argument is after the T20 World Cup, Jasprit Bumrah, Hardik Pandya, Akshar Patel will come into ODI squad in England. There is
Yes,
no
they will.
question of other people.
We have
And
we
the
don't have
question
time.
which you told,
We,
why no Hardik Pandya, why no Jasprit
we don't
Bumrah
have
would get
time.
out
We
of
don't have
question.
time. I
No, it
understand your
would get out
emotions.
of question. Na?
I understand your
Right
emotions.
now, this team didn't have these three players as per your
there,
saying.
there is some sort of truth and some sort of other things as well. My only thing is there in 1 year you can't prepare a ODI World Cup team, not at all. Australia, England, South Africa, everyone is at New Zealand. So let's see what happens. We'll be back with the T20 International Series. So thank you everyone. Good day. It's past midnight. So very proud day for New Zealand, for me as well, because we are brothers of Australia, New Zealand. So they are trans-Tasmanian rivalry. Long live Australia, New Zealand. Thank you everyone.